tonight. But the Dallas Wings, they've really gotten away from points in the paint. But they're shooting 11 of 16 in the paint tonight. How about the Wings? 16 shot in the paint to the Suns' 15 total shots so far.
Well, that's a game plan right there, and the fact that they have 3 offensive. Stay in the middle of the floor. Don't give up, which is the strong side and weak side. But you got to make a better pass than that.
That was not a good pass right into the hands of Lindsay Allen. LA, they like to call her. Hasn't played the last 3 games. So Coach Rashid Mezian, they didn't come out with the energy they did during the 3-game win streak. How about Amy Okonkwo's 3rd WNBA 3? She is fearless. In the paint, no. 15 minutes versus Golden State, and was a +7 in the +7- category. Berger, they left her open for the long 3, well off the mark. Geisel-Suter can't get it. Grace just 1 of 17 from 3.
Both teams really pushing the pace of the basketball. Both teams have been up and down the last 3 possessions at 20 seconds on the shot clock, which means they're not dribbling the ball, they're passing the ball up the floor.
And that goes down as a 2. Amy again. See a lot of it at halftime. And she took it and she made it. A lot of people have taken notice of what Amy has done these first 2 games. Charles looked like she was going to hook Geisel-Suter, can't get it. Isaiah James is played by the rookie. Amy again for 3, rattles it.
That might be her first miss of the game.
It is. She's 3 of 4. Boy, Lacan is so savvy. When you watch her on tape, she can play fast and she can slow it down. Great composure. Charles over Maddie, no. For 3 shooting. They wanted to limit her, and then Amy is going to be pulled.
Like that. And she's a very talented player as well. It's good to see her healthy.
Here's Amy, the spin move. Works inside, no. Charles gets the Christmas bread by as many as 12. Here's Charles. Sets the pick and rolls. Maddie had to come over on her. Over Maddie's hand, and Tina Charles gets her first field.
Set the all-time scoring list.
And the WNBA Player of the Week, her 33rd time she's got that most. Here is Lacan. Started playing basketball at 4 years of age and goes right down the tunnel.
Was that
Breakdown.
Was that Usain Bolt?
What's that?
Was that Bolt or was that Lacan?
Lacan.
Look how quick she is.
I know.
There's a.
Here is Louisa. Charles comes out to meet her, hits the front of the rim. And here comes Marie. 7 20-point games this year for Mabry. Charles over Haley. J.J. Quinterly out as Mabry comes up with the steal. Should have the easy layup. Missed it, but she is going to be fouled. Not only that, J.J. out and Paige out. You want to know who's running the offense. 2025 premium members, you'll receive a free custom Dallas Wings varsity jacket and formation. And the Wings are going to be stocked next year. This is such a learning experience. And both coaches in this young team.
Well, it's a young team, but I want to say this as Maddie scores again. You talked about, but her rookie season was ridiculous. You know, 40 from the field, 40 from 3, 87 from the foul line. Harassed people defensively. She was fun to watch.
Well, Nisha Moore got the 2. And here comes Bria Hartley, also out of UConn in her 10th year. 7th pick overall back in 2014 by Seattle. From the outside, nothing but the bottom of the net, and Chris Kokladis will burn a timeout. Marina Mabry knocking down her 56 threes. But they're hot right now. Here is Maddie to step back, got it. Maddie's got 7.
Maddie's been going over to the AAC, and look if she can have that identity of that step back with the leg up.
Mabry has to dump it down in the corner. Rivers for the 3, in and out here. But the scoring, Jones 8, James 8, Hines Allen 7, Okonkwo 7, Seeker 7. Here's Rivers looking inside for Charles. Hartley, no. Zaza Has Miller on the right. Maddie inside. Beautiful shot, Maddie Segrist. It's been outstanding since coming back. But what stood out, the last 4 games, only 1 turnover as Tina Charles takes it inside.
When you are a
Allen has to give it up. Diamond Miller launches the 3. And
Connecticut, their experience from everything they've done, some of the players overseas.
Tina Charles again on the inside. Again, the focus yesterday in practice, and they had only 8 players to wings in practice, to limit Charles. How about Zaza? Right down the lane, and she lately. That's a welcome sign. Rivers from the outside and knocks down the 3. 9 straight games coming into tonight. Now it's 10 straight games with at least 1 3.
Goes to her, she makes the pass to the corner, but the defender stepped away. She finishes at the rim.
Wings back up by 3. They've led by as many as a dozen. Louisa inside, no. Mabry with a rebound. Tina Charles 6 points here in the second, trying to make it 8. No, whistle and a foul. Sign up now, Dallas Wings camp and clinics at Dallas.
So it's been a lot of talk within the team before the coach comes in the huddle. But Nancy, you said it earlier. They were all talking about, hey, get back to driving. You guys, we need to attack the goal. We're settling for jump shots. And we're giving up when they're shooting. So those are the main emphasis coming from the players. And the coach is just restating the same things they've already stated before he got in there.
In the corner, Louisa, no. 32 points in the paint for Dallas.
Giving those reports because she knows from what she speaks, because she has played in this league and she understands what concept basketball is all about when you try to push your teammates.
How about LeConte? She's got 15 of the 46 points. Connecticut matching their biggest lead of the game. Berger inside. That's going to be a foul. They're going to call. Had back-to-back wins during that 3-game streak. First time they did that this year.
She's unbelievable, but just to be able to watch Tina Charles do her work before people get to her, and she has great footwork and balance and understanding.
Go inside of 40 seconds. 9-0 run by Connecticut. Mabry battles inside, count it.
She can just take a hit, play through contact.
I'd say that's a good description of Marina. Gets the free throw. Actually hurt her knee in the last game versus the Wings. That forced her to sit out for 9 games. Haley Jones got it. Haley goes to double 50 points in the first half.
Well, you know, Connecticut is up their game in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah.
And they've just kind of come out with just a little bit, you know, crisper offense. To play hard, no matter what your circumstances are. So there's a lot going on in the course of a WNBA game.
Now, Tina Charles really came alive in that second quarter. Here is LeConte. They switch on her. Nice ball movement, back to Mabry, plants the feet, launches the 3, no.
They X'd out and they were good.
Haley Jones continues the assault on offense. She's got 12 in the ball game, coming off that 15-point effort versus Golden State. But then you allow
it ahead, and the defense was not set for it.
James gets away. They had a jump out with Charles. That's the mismatch, and Louisa gets her.
Be an offensive threat.
Well, she has to. The last 4 games shooting only 29%. It's a tough cover for Jones. Maddie shows the double.
Yeah, but
tough fall away. Nothing but the bottom of the net for T. Berger, the spin move. Tough shot. Count it. On offense. You can't let the ball get sticky, and that's been a problem. And count the basket by Mora.
Yeah, they're going inside a little bit more. Maybe they can't.
Coach is telling me that she brings something they can't coach, and that is a bunch of energy for the rookie out of LSU.
Oh, she's unbelievable. I love watching this.
And her mom was a great player at Nebraska. Mom Nafisa played in Nebraska, part of Nebraska's Hall of Fame. Up ahead to Charles. Working on Geisel Suter, a little strong, no.
Opportunity. How about Grace Berger? You know, she comes in here, she's, you know, started with, I think, 2 other teams this year. Then she comes here on a 7-day contract, gets through.
Of course, she did have that eye injury, and Coach Mezian was saying she had 22 points with that eye injury. Maybe I should punch her in the other eye. Never played a game, jokingly. And the lead is stretched to 9, and they can add to it with Mabry. Marina, so much improved decision-making over the last couple of years. She's strong, she's physical. Charles left wide open. Wings come up with it. Wings cannot afford to have scoring droughts.
Now you are 100%. What a great pass right there by Haley Jones.
Haley Jones, her 3rd assist of the game. That's the lead down to 7. Man high. Here is Mabry, the catch and shoot from 19. No. Hines Allen pulls it away. 9 points for Maisha. Lost the handle. Lacan. Nice pass to Mabry.
Medal game at the Olympics against the Steph Curry show.
Well, Tina Charles did not come out.
Where she plays.
And inside to Maddie Siegrist. She's got 11, another double-figure game for May. And in that span, she's averaged 17.8.
Well, if you're a coach, there's a win there, too, because you drew that play up, and it was executed.
Rivers pull up over Hines Allen. What a talented rookie. She's so gifted on both sides of the ball. 8th pick overall in last year's draft. Wings
away that space.
And a whistle and a foul.
With James.
Yeah. Yes,
and that was a heck of a team in the women's tournament.
Great team. They had some injuries beginning of the season, and Rivers buries the 3.
You know, that's 2 players going to be talking to each other after the game, telling you about my shot and your shot.
That she did, and so for me to have that example in my life has allowed me to be who I am and now step into this role. And now with her next to me, just gives me even more confidence that.
Bugaboo for Dallas. They're being outscored 15-10 in this 3rd.
Yeah, well, one of the problems in this quarter is the fact that they're not 2 times, and the Sun have been there 15 times. So you have to attack that.
So that block, when she turns around, shoots a fade, she wants those spots. So it's just great to see Tina still out there, still being a leader, still being vocal for this Connecticut team.
Yes, you're thinking after 13 years in this league, being the #1 pick, and she just continues to just go at people. She done, and she will eventually walk for her Naismith Hall of Fame.
On the Connecticut's team, Morgan Tuck, the general manager, she is a UConn.
Who have done one of the most magnificent jobs in the history of women's basketball of developing for decades, this incredible group of women basketball players and the championships.
Absolutely.
It's crazy what he's done. I'm watching the Diana Taurasi documentary, 3-part documentary, and it's just, he coaches hard. He loves you hard, but you will not be at UConn. You will not be in stores unless you're going to watch a game.
Exactly. Here's Wesley, rang the bell, cancer-free at 7 years of age. It is such a chilling moment. It's your heart check.
That might be the most important thing that you've said this whole game, that story. That is remarkable.
Lacan showing that speed again, blasting in from the left side.
Now, I'm trying to find out if she and Wemby are friends, you know, from France. Have they crossed paths? Is Maddie, you know, this French basketball thing is for real.
And then she does it again from the left side again. She is such an impressive rookie. 20 points in the ball game, and then Zaza with the layup. Wings cannot afford to trade baskets. They're down by 8. Plenty of time left here in the 3rd. Hartley out front. Whistle and a foul is going to be called. Frazzati, another UConn ex-player. And more on her.
And then a moment that kind of lit a fire under. A fan said, hey, come out of retirement. And she said, I'm not having retired yet. And so after that, she prayed about it, and she's like, if it's for me, it'll be for me. In 2025, she was signed back to Connecticut training camp, and now she's having a great season.
How about Maisha Hines-Allen from the right side?
That was quick. It was fun. Tiffany, as your agent, I'm trying to figure out why you're not coming back.
That's going to be an offensive to the wings. James, Rivers picks her up. Trying to get it into Hines-Allen. Keeps control of it. Over Adota.
Richmond with my son, TJ Klein.
Yep.
And they were on the phone. She told me before the game, Olivia said, yeah, TJ and my bro are on the phone. I'm like, this game is won. We love it.
Inside, nice pass, Adota for Morrow. He was such a successful coach overseas. James slips. Hines-Allen thought about the three. 5 on the shot clock. Haley Jones, no. I think Marina Mabry may have.
Basketball.
Mezion took the job. He said he knew it would be a challenge, but he said it was a new story to write. Lacan in the paint. She has been unstoppable. Back-to-back games of 22 points for Layla Lacan.
Well, you told me before the game how much you enjoyed watching her play.
Unbelievable. Diamond Miller's going to be fouled on the play with one.
Brilliant, by the way. She's been a
Absolutely.
friend for a long time. I had a chance to see her tonight, and maybe had a great mind for the game. Mezion is really good. You know, he's like Coach Lanus. They're young people. They don't get too up. They don't get too down. They just keep